Hey guys, come on in here. This is Brad Buckner, Sharpensbest.com. I was given a tool here to work with and to look it over, to do a little review on it, to try it, to work with it. E.J. Snyder from Discovery Channel, Lost, Naked and Afraid, 40-day challenge, all that stuff, migration. He's the one who asked the guy to send it to me. He asked me if I wanted one. I said, yeah, I'll take the tool and try it. And it's a shovel and a saw and a few other things. I'm just going to hold this brochure up here. Okay, and it says protect yourself and be prepared. It's called Recon Survival Tool. It takes the place of about 10 different tools. And so it is looks like a pretty good little shovel. It's got an axe blade on it. It's got a regular blade. It's got a saw. It has the tactical edges for digging and cutting roots or hitting people if you have to protect yourself. And it is made by OUTLAST Survival Tactical in Benton, Arizona. Okay, 501-574-6812 if you want to talk to them. So anyway, let's take it out here. And I like that it's got a nylon sheath that's heavily riveted. I like the rivets, the fact that it's not going to just come apart. It's got a pretty good snap on it. And then I think when I opened it the first time, it has another snap here. Okay, EJ said be careful because he cut his finger the first time he took his out. So anyway, there's let's turn it around here this way. There is a cutting edge along here, this curved cutting edge right there. The saw blade is up here. These are actually sharpened right here for digging. Okay, and so then it has also an axe type edge along right there, sharpened right there. I think I would, if I was really going to take this out and use it, and I was going to be gone for a month and I had to actually use it, I believe I would do my silicone tape thing. Okay, the handle I'm not real crazy about. It's a little too small, a little too skinny, a little bit sharp edges right there. So I would probably take my silicone tape and go around it like that. You know, it seems to be balanced pretty good. If that were the axe, that would be, you know, kind of cool, but you can't have a real short saw, so you got to put the saw on this side and the axe on this side. So I don't know, let's knock some limbs off. You know, let's go ahead and use it a little bit, get it dirty, take a little of the paint off, you know. Well, it does hit with some authority. You know, I like that. It is kind of sharp, and it is making short work. Now those limbs are actually dead, so they break, but they're 3/4 of an inch in diameter, so you got to hit them a little bit. Okay, so let's do a little bit of the saw, a little bit of the chopping, and then who knows, we'll just get down here in the grass and we'll just cut the grass out and we'll dig us a little bit of a hole, because it is also a shovel. And you've got your hand stops, finger stops here, so you don't go up. If you slipped off and went up the blade, you'd need some band-aids, that's for sure. So let's chop on something here and see. This is kind of flimsy, but okay, and that's probably about 2.5 inches in diameter. I won't say that it's hard on the hand. I would say it's not comfortable, but it actually worked pretty good. This really dry stuff doesn't throw the chips out as easy as green would, but it sure beats, you know, if all you got's a pocket knife or something, you could make your shelter. You could do some things. Let's chop on this one here. Okay, I'm gonna two-hand it here on one side. Okay, another little bit of a problem is you're hitting a spring. So the impact isn't all absorbed with actually cutting the wood. A lot of the absorption is the spring material. So that's pretty cool. Now we got a two-forked marshmallow roaster. You know what, that sounds really good to me right now. I like marshmallows. All right, you know, I don't know what else to do. We got a dead tree right here. I don't know, maybe we'll chop this dead tree down and see what we can get here. And first of all, if you wanted to clear around it, that works pretty good. All right, let's see. It does hit good. It hits solid. Hits with a little weight. I'm actually holding the tree up so that I chop through it. That's not too bad. My hand doesn't hurt too bad. I would like the silicone tape. So, outdoor survival, tactical. I think it's a pretty good deal. Now we're going to do a little digging. You know, dig in the ground a little bit. That saw bites. So let's see. Let's see about sawing. I'm in the shade. I don't know. Maybe we'll try this one. The sun is at my back. So let's see. Okay, I can tell you right now the teeth are too big. If you had to one-hand it, you can't make it work because it just binds up in the teeth. Okay, first of all, I've never seen a saw work yet on any kind of a tool like this because a saw is not flat. A saw's teeth overlap and they stick out. So the teeth are actually wider than the blade. Okay, now you can't really do that on something like this. That's just, you can't do that on this type of a survival tool. So they just kind of make it like a saw. You could go around and score a limb with it and then break it. And I'll do a little more work later with the saw on things that I can saw that way with, and we'll see. Then we got a round hook there for, you know, working this way as well as like that with this side. So I don't know, let's just dig a hole right here and see how it turns out. If I wanted to dig a fire pit, come in here and cut the grass, get down there to the dirt, okay, and then we'll just kind of dig at it. If we're going to use it hard, we just as well do it right. And there's a big chunk of dirt, sand. So if we got to dig a hole, it does take out some pretty good amounts of dirt, sand. Okay, that's pretty good. The sharp edges here cut through the grass pretty good, cuts through the roots pretty good. I think I like that. The next thing would be this edge for making spear points, or I got an idea. Let's find another limb, maybe this one here, and I'm going to use this side for chopping on a rounded limb there, and just see if that doesn't add a little value to it. Then this hook right here is for picking things up. It's for hanging onto stuff. It's using one-handed to get a hold of stuff and reach up and hook it and pull yourself up, up a grade, up a bank, something like that. Let's go over here and see what we got. I think I'll chop this one down with the inside curve there. Well, that didn't take very long. That one makes a lot of sense. It captures the limb in there, doesn't want to slide out. It hits with what I'd call the sweet spot, where your balance between the handle and the head is. I'd kind of call that the sweet spot right there. And for splitting wood, this one would be obviously better. But that went down pretty fast, and that's probably 2-inch diameter. All right. Now we got to find a stick that I can carve on, and to carve on it, you got to choke up like this. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's say I'm going to make a spear, and I need a little bit longer piece of wood. Okay. So let's just tip this thing around and chop the limbs off. And I'm going to use a tree. Like that.
Cameraman down!
Cameraman down! Why, just come on up here, cameraman.
Thank you. Always can count on you.
Wasn't counting on that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so normally I'd find a stump. There aren't any stumps around here. You know, that I would put this against and then chop down on it like that. So this is not the best thing in the world to do. I guess there's a tree here. The lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, are coming, so I got to get my spear made here. That's actually very sharp, and it's actually working quite well. I wish we wasn't in the shade. I apologize for that. Okay, I'm going to go up here, and I come back down here, like that. And then I think I'll work on it. There's some knots, little limbs sticking out, makes it hard to work with a little bit. Turn it. You know, it's actually working quite well. It makes it pretty easy to shape a point on there. That's about the quietest you'll probably ever see me. Alright, let's call that a point. And we can work on this like that a little bit. A lot of good knots down there to interfere with. And I'll get bitched at, you're cutting towards your hand. Well, I'm not a total retard, so I never have chopped my own hand yet. I like it. EJ said I would. I was just down in Florida. Spent 3 days with EJ. Fun, good guy, like him, nice guy. All right, let's call that good enough for the playing right now. Okay, so if we had to have a spear, all right, that really went in there. Actually, that would be quite a self-defense. You know, I watched on I don't even know, it might have been National Geographic's, 2 Africans, where they were I'm not sure, literally took the food away from a cheetah, and they had some sticks and they yelled and they just went right in, and like the guy that was talking said, that the cheetah is going to be their food, or they're going to take his food away from them, and they just went right in. And they just kept yelling and coming in right over them. And you know what? That cheetah finally relinquished its food, and they got their, you know, the 2 men got the food from the cheetah. So anyway, that's really a cool, you know, spear type thing. This is Brad, sharpensbest.com. Survival tool. Okay, I like it. Recon. It's a good tool. It's just heavy enough. It probably worked pretty good. I'm just going to hold still. You can look at it a little bit, and then I'll turn it up. Weighs about 2 pounds, just guessing. So far, I approve of it. I think it's a really good deal. This is Brad. Take care. We'll see you later.